Hello, I'm Caleb and this is ggBabble. So today, well, firstly, normally I would just hold up my iPhone and just be like, yeah, I'm really tired today, I'm just gonna babble about this, and then go on for like 15 minutes, even though I said it would be a quick one. But today I decided to use my camera and my nice microphone, which I actually adore. But we're not talking about that today. We're gonna try not to derail, but we probably will because that's what I always do anyway, so you know. So today I'd quite like to first get that hair off my shoulder. Today I'd quite like to talk about my job. Now this isn't a negative complainy thing because I actually quite like my job, and if you don't know, why not? I mean, I made a Viscera cleanup detail video before, which was supposed to be about my job, but you know what, whatever. So I'm a cleaner, an accommodation cleaner. I clean caravans. It's one of those jobs you think, oh, that's just a simple job, anyone can do it. And I mean, yeah, sure, anyone can absolutely do it. Yeah, I could take someone into work and just be like, hey, this person wants a job, can we train him? And then they'll have a job. Simple. But I quite like this job. I mean, I've had a bunch of different jobs, carer, administrator, I don't know, some administrator jobs had all this weird stuff where I was going out and actually talking to the community, which was not too bad, but I get quite nervous when I talk to loads of people at once, and I don't like, oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I can serve tea and stuff to people, but talking, I sort of get nervous. So cleaning job, as a cleaner, I was given like 4 or 5 caravans a day to clean for guests who are coming that day. Simple, you make the beds, you clean everything, and hoover and mop. And yeah, so it's quite a simple job, but then there's always the sort of I don't know, they give, like, a cleaner is given like 66 minutes I think it was to clean a caravan, which is fair enough, except it takes me like 40 minutes to make the beds if there's 3 bedrooms, so yeah. But that doesn't make it bad. If you do take a little extra longer, then so what, right? It's as long as you're on time with the vans and they're in by a certain time, because the guests have got to check in, like, I don't know, you got to clean it, then you check a check set, and then the people can go in, and that's all fair enough. I do get nervous if guests that are due to come in at 4 o'clock decide that they want to check in at 1 o'clock, and then they start looking around the van despite me having to clean like 3 others before that one, because like it goes 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, sometimes you get 1 o'clocks, and in some cases you get 11 or 12 o'clocks. I had one of those once and I was just like, really? Okay, we have faith in me. So last year it was absolutely terrible. I made a lot of mistakes. I was quite sort of like, I don't know, I was really, really slow because I'm really finicky when it comes to that. But I think it's more because I don't like letting people down, and if a customer comes in and complains about something I've done personally, I'm just sort of like, okay, well, I feel terrible and I really need to stop doing that. But on the other hand, I've gotten a lot better this year. Like, the thing I really like about this job is, like, I can do it and I can sort of think about other things like YouTube ideas for art and stuff, so it's not sort of like draining everything. It's not something I want to do for the rest of my life, because I'd like to sort of go out of my comfort zone and try some exciting new things, but it's sort of one of those jobs that's like, it's something I can do and something I can keep. Sort of like, I know that I can wake up on a Friday or a Monday morning like 6 o'clock to have a bath, because like some of us like to get up super early and just do that, and then I know I can go in there and not feel nervous, or like, I don't know, some jobs I've had, I've sort of woken up thinking, oh, do I really have to go in today? Why do I have to do this and all that stuff? And it's just like, at the end of the day, I'm getting paid for it, so yeah, I'll clean for you. And it means, like, especially if I finish at like 3 o'clock or earlier, then it's like, if I can catch that bus as soon as it gets there, but mostly it seems to turn the corner just as I walk up the road, and I'm there just like, okay, sure, why not? I'll just wait the extra 40 minutes for the next fucking bus. I was waiting in the rain for like half an hour the other day for a bus because I obviously missed the previous one, and I could have walked like 10 minutes down the road to stand at the bus shelter that had like the actual shelter bit. I was just standing there and it was just like pissing it down on my head, and I was just like, I'm not gonna risk that, because if you walk down the road you could just see all the cars like driving past and just splashing like everywhere, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and, you know, look like a fucking idiot in the rain. I mean, I don't mind that. It was warm, so whatever, right? So yeah, I mean, the only thing that gets me about my job is my strong sense of smell. Like, I have a really strong sense of smell. Like, I don't know, my mum's made fun of me because like when she first got her dog and it was shitting out there, and I could smell it like right the second he'd done it, I'd be like, Mum, I think your dog's done a shit, and she'll be like, how do you know that? And I'm like, I can smell it from here, and this is like all the way out there. And of course some vans have like these bins that are like in cupboards, so you open the cupboard, you pull these bins out, nice orange and black bins, but they always smell, and people don't use like bin bags, you know, the black bags, you put them in before you put the rubbish in, and then things won't get stuck to the bottom of the bin, and that is probably one of my worst things. And it's like, if you ever see me on social media saying, oh, I gagged this many times at work, it's always the fucking bins or the bottom of the shower. Like, I don't mind cleaning showers and that, and I don't really give a shit like if there's like obvious pubic hair, because that's part of the job. You gotta clean up where people have been naked and washed and stuff, and that's just a weird thought. I don't usually think about that, but then when you like pull in the drain and then this like big long hair comes out, oh, okay, that's another thing that makes me gag, but whatever, I don't mind cleaning bathrooms. Although another thing that really gets me is that whole, oh, just leave it to the cleaner attitude. Like, yeah, the cleaners are there to clean, but if you leave the van where you've stayed for like a whole week like a fucking bomb site, then that's gonna totally screw up the cleaner's day. So, and I mean, people who have shared hotels with me might sort of, like, I walk in there, I pick up the glasses, I inspect the glasses in hotels I stay in, I'm like, look, I would have got in trouble for these fingerprints. It happened at KittyCon or MCM, and then they were like, oh, look at me, I work at Haven, blah blah blah. Yeah, I get made fun of for that, and it's just, I don't know, it's just one of the things now. Like, at first I didn't really think about it, it's just like, you stay at a hotel, you don't really think about, oh, I'm going to clean up after myself, and now I feel really bad about that, because like previously I have left like cosplay props and shit, and when people leave things that are obviously like weird, like, I mean, I've already said I get loads of balloons, and the most common things we find is like balloons, well, for me personally, and that's just disgusting, I hate balloons. Ice, bags of ice, well, obviously people aren't going to take them in the car, and bottles of milk. Obviously that's what people are going to leave behind. I mean, I don't mind people leaving behind shit in that. Like, I mean, I think there's like this sort of, if like something is like closed and it's left in the fridge and that is like fine. I mean, I found a shit ton of chocolate the other day and I was just like, get in my bag. I'm taking you home tonight. Yeah, that was like it's stuff, you know, people aren't going to come back for. I mean, I found like purses and stuff, and then like immediately when I find them, I'm like, right, I've got to stop cleaning, I'm going to walk all the way back to housekeeping. I find this bag and someone's probably going to be looking for it. Yeah, you don't steal things from there, that's bad. But yeah, the attitude, oh, just leave it to the cleaners, and if you leave something really disgusting, like, honestly, I've had some really bad fans, like beds messed up, food everywhere. The other day, it looked like someone had like a sausage roll food fight in a bedroom, and like, because usually when I clean stuff, I like do the beds first, like make the beds and then clean the kitchen, do the mirrors, clean the bathroom, hoover up, wipe the sides, and then mop up. But there was just so much sausage roll all over this fucking floor. I love sausage rolls, and I was repulsed, and I was like, nope, I've got to hoover this bedroom before I do anything, because I can't be in this like little room while I make beds. I know that sounds fucking ridiculous. So yeah, it's not a terrible job, and it's one of those jobs where you know you can get into it, even if like you don't have any qualifications, or you're just like, I don't know. Even though last year when they hired me, they called me up 2 days, like they called me up, oh sorry, you don't have this job. Okay, thanks, bye. And then 2 days later they called me up and was like, actually, would you like to come in for a training day? I was like, okay. And I mean, like, because I've been working there for 2 years now, and like it stopped in November because end of season, then started again in March. I mean, I feel myself more confident there now, because I get like really nervous and shy at first, like, oh my gosh, it's just awful. So I'm sort of like, I seem like a really quiet person, but now I just walk in there like every Friday and every Monday. Good morning everyone, how's everyone's day? Oh, miserable as usual. I'm in a really good mood because I just ate fucking whatever I am. I had leftover pizza for breakfast, leftover Chinese food. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, and I've had my coffee. Yeah, I'm that annoying person in the morning. You go into work and you're just sort of like, fuck this day. And then you just see me walking in with my fucking hat and sunglasses, just like, good morning. I hate myself so much. Yeah, if anyone ever needs like a positive cleaner in their company, just hire me. I mean, I'm totally here for that. And I mean, like, with the added confidence there, it sort of helps with YouTube and that. And like, because while I'm making the beds, I can sit and think, what shall I put on my channel? What will be good in that? And well, here I am talking about my work. Also, another thing is, I just thought of it and then I forgot it, and here I am. Oh yeah, so you're aware I changed my name from Cher to Caleb, and this was very recent. This was in January. So all of last year, despite being like, I don't know, for the last few years, like all my cosplay friends and stuff have known me as Mick or Mikkel, so that's been a thing, but I haven't really been open about it, the whole gender change thing, the whole gender identity thing. I haven't been open about that. So at work last year, everyone knowed me as Cher. So I went back in on the training day with my deed poll and my new passport, and I was like, look, I've had a name change and here's the reasons why in that. I fucking got hugged for it. One of my managers hugged me, and she hugged me again when I came into work because I like was ill for a week because I had a really bad cold, and I was talking like this. And I was still feeling really shitty. I was like, look, I shouldn't come in today, but I'm gonna come in anyway because whatever, right? And I came in and she was like, oh my god, Caleb's back! And she hugs me even though I was still pretty ill, and I'm just like, look, I'm still ill. And she was just like, oh, that's okay, we can share germs. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I do like the people there. Like, in my old office job and in my old caring job, like, with the office job, because I was like quite low down, no, like people only spoke to me when they needed me to do something, and that was like so low down that a lady from the reception set me a task to do, which was supposed to take me all afternoon. It was just copying up what was it? A policy. It was a couple of pages long. I just copied it up and did it within like an hour, and she was all like, oh well, I would have more work for you, but you've done it all. And I was there just like, yeah. I'm sorry, that's just one of my work things that I just, like, it's ridiculous. You made me copy, like, something that was, like, a couple of pages long and you expected me to take, like, from 2 till 5 to do it? Really? Because when I go into my job now, everyone, even like the garden people, the yard people, they say good morning. Even people who live in Hopton say good morning to me. Like, I'd get off the bus, walk past some like old people walking their dogs. Oh, good morning. And I was like, oh, good morning. It's just a nice place there. And like everyone would say hello, and that kind of shocked me when I first got into this job, because I've been at jobs where people haven't really been into that. Like I said with the office, they only spoke to me when they sort of needed me and sort of left me with the people who actually did work with me. And the caring job, oh my god, I'd go in there. Okay, we'll just ignore the fact that I've taken a train journey, which I obviously can't wait. No one would speak to me unless I spoke to them first. And they were really rude to me, and I was just like, oh, okay then. Well, I just come to pick up some timesheets and some other stuff, and to talk about this issue that you're probably going to be rude to me about, which actually happened. I quite like being a cleaner. I know it's one of those jobs that it's not very glamorous or pretty or whatever, but I'm here, I'm doing it, and I mean, I'm continuing to look for other opportunities and stuff, and hoping to work on my art more and do commissions for that, and I'm also hoping to get somewhere with YouTube. I mean, obviously we're not going to get very far if we're going to keep talking about cleaning, but you know, or I can come and, you know, like move into your house, be your personal maid, I'll clean your house, I won't cook your food, but I'm really good at ordering food online. And I might let you dress me up in pretty clothes, like pretty maid clothes or something. I mean, I'm not into the old maid dress fetish, but I don't know, maybe we'll get some leather shorts or something. I've got some leather booty shorts. So yeah, I think that's the roundup. So it wasn't like a necessary thing. There are things that are just like sort of bad attitudes towards cleaners and sort of having this attitude where it's just like, yeah, let's just leave all this shit for the cleaners. And I mean, when the toilet is bright yellow and there is shit all over the rim, that's what we deal with. That's what I see on a regular basis, and like I complain about it and I'm just like, oh look at this is really disgusting. 123 minutes. And I'm just like, oh look at this is really disgusting, and I'm just like, but I'm still gonna clean it anyway. I'm not gonna just leave it. So yeah, cleaners, it's a good job, and I just think cleaners deserve a little bit more respect. So if you're in a hotel room, just think of the cleaners, yeah? And if you're going to share a hotel room with me, I am so fucking sorry. At Lucy and Connor. So if you like this video and want to hear me babble about more mundane things, just hit the thumbs up or give me a subscribe, you know. Make me feel good about myself, because the toilets I have to clean don't make me feel good about myself. Thanks for watching, bye!